Tonight, from the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team with last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
It's Young on 1st down. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. The numbers for him from a week ago: 10 catches, 79 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Now Young. Oh, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Once. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Young will set to throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Young going to give to Brooks. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. The Panthers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
Young on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now here's Young. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Here's Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. They'll run the draw with Brooks. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal. Young now. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man who played collegiately in College Station, their rookie quarterback from Texas A&M.
And last week, that was one of those games that he just wants to erase from his memory banks. But I'll guarantee his coaching staff won't let him do it. They're going to make him learn from it. He really looked like a rookie quarterback in that one. You're going to have those kind of outings in year 1. But the big question, what does he take away from them, and how does he improve? It starts right here in this game.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Second down and 6 now. He'll drop to throw. And he gets it complete to A.T. Perry. First target, first catch, and a first down. Looking to throw. Little short pass here to Hill. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 4. They'll look to throw again. This one taken in by Olave. So the completion gets him just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And to the left side here, Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
2nd and 2. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. So on 4th down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, But they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football, led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completes it to Perry. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Welcome in, everybody, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's take a look at what we've got on tap as we wrap up the first quarter of the NFL season. In the early games, a lot of good matchups, one being in Indianapolis. A tough one for the Colts as they'll do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Good game to follow in the late afternoon window as well, one being in Atlanta, where it'll be the Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Bucks. And lastly, we'll all be tuned in on Monday night for what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Now the Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away in.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The the middle with Brooks here. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Young. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Ryan Brzee fought in and got him down. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a completion to Wilson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Kamara up the middle. Pushing his way through. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
A point after, good by Groupie. And it's now 13-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Young on 3rd down. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Let's go. Black 40.
1st and 10, Young. Complete. Smith has it. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. A handoff running left, Brooks. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Brooks. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Young to throw it. And he's taken down here by the Saints. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, Young. And the pressure gets to him again. Chase Young, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Young from the shotgun. Under pressure, they got him again. Chase Young. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Catch made, it's Moreau.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Perry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Back to throw again. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Now second down and a few inches.
Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Foster Moreau with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Saints are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now Young and the Panthers trailing 14-13, a minute 11 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
45, right.
Young to throw. He has Mayer complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Come on, let's go, come on.
Now Young. He's got Smith here. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brooks. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Saints will have the football back. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And they take a knee. And Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for all.
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. Philadelphia Eagles.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Here's Hardman to return. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Pacheco.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Back to throw here. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A first down carry for Barkley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here now, 2nd and 4. They go play action. Now Mahomes under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. So he'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Second and long. This short throw caught by Goddard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They'll set up a throw.
Slant to Adams. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
That went out wide and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Mahomes to throw on second down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On third down, it's Pacheco.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one.
$13 yards the tally on the return there.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Barkley inside handoff. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He dumps it off to Barkley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They run the option here on first and 10.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. He'll drop to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. The throw for Tony is intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle with Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 4. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. The kick by Elliott is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he gets this up across the 35 before it's out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame. Always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now is Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Again, it's Barkley. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. And they will take a knee here. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. And there it is, Brandon, taking a knee. They get their first win of the season. They're now 1-3. And I remember when a 1-3 start meant you didn't even talk about going to the playoffs. Nowadays in the NFL, you still got a shot.
Yeah, and a big difference between 1-3 and 0-4.
I think they're going to practice really well next week, riding this momentum of this win.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Philadelphia, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.
Now I'm gonna give y'all another hit.
And I just put my drink down.
Milan, darling, Milan.
That, to the, say, poodle, y'all think run this. Miss she, her black, designers say Gucci, Prada print. DOE, I'm a condo rich. Big Dolce, Diva, Donda, the Tokyo, Honda drip. Poppin' Dolce season, new persona, new pushback, but I'm still gon' get that. Labels quaking, they mistaken. I'm that wrist stay frozen, QU. Let's go, I'ma get. Unbothered, with a boo, why bother? I'm that, you ain't no. I'm a get money type of, if you ain't getting money, don't type me. Crocodile Birkin might bite him. Can't hang with her if I don't like it. These, I come through and nip you crickets. I come through and moose be switching. I'm the problem, I'm the villain. I don't see these rickshaws throwing dirt on my name and he gon' hit still. Know who to play with, and he's know who to play with.